So this class will focus on the element water. So we will have more of a yang, flowy practice in the beginning, and then we will slow down into a more yin practice. We will start in tabletop. So on all fours, making sure your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and we will start with some cat and cows. So with your inhale, you will push your chest forward, opening up your collarbones, arching your back, and the movement is coming from your hip. And then exhaling, tucking your chin in towards your chest, rounding your back. And then inhaling again, coming into a cow. Exhaling, rounding your back into a cat. I just do these, a couple of these, with your breath connected to the movement. If you want, you have the option to do this a little faster, or you just do it slow. Just see what feels right for you. Just making sure the movement is connected to your breath. So with your inhale, you arch your back. Exhaling, rounding. And don't be afraid to really breathe in and out through your nose. If you can hear it, everything's fine. Maybe waking up your spine, your body. And then slowly coming back into the middle. Now flip your left palm so your fingertips are facing towards your knee, and we will do the same. Inhaling, opening up your collarbones, arching your back, and exhaling, rounding your back. And again, you have the option to do it fast or slow, depending on how your body feels, how your wrists feel, your back. Just explore what feels good for you now. And from here, coming back into the middle, and then we start to do some circles on your hip, your spine. Making sure your feet and shins are connected to the ground. Your hands, your palms are pressing into the mat. You can change the direction if you want. And then slowly coming back into the middle. Just turn your left hand forward again. Now flip your right hand. So your fingertips are pointing towards your knee. And from here, you will do some cat and cows. And again, choose how fast or how slow you want to go. Maybe you are more of a slow person and you want to try some faster movements. Or it's the other way around. You rush through your life and everything is fast, and you need to try some really slow and controlled movements. And then from here, just start to do some circles from your hip, your spine. Change the direction. Your palms are still connected to your mat. And then slowly coming back into the middle. Flip your right hand. Just walk your hands a little forward. Tuck your toes. And then you will press back into the downward dog. Just walk out your dog a little bit here. Waking up your hamstrings. This is your first downward dog. Maybe when you are practicing in the morning. They sometimes need a little while until they are warm and awake. And from here, we will do some wavy movements. With your inhale, roll your spine forward until you are in a plank. And then exhaling all the way back into downward dog. Inhale, really rolling forward. A wave. Exhaling all the way back to downward dog. Just do this a couple of times. Two more. One more. And we will meet back in downward dog. Now your right foot will come between your hands. Organize your feet so your right knee is in your armpit, straightening your back, and then place your left leg onto the ground. Your shin and your left foot are pressing into the mat. If this is more difficult for you to keep your back straight, just take some blocks. You choose your height. I like this. And you come here into a low lunge, really pressing forward, feeling this in your left hip flexor. And we will do some low lunge and some split. We will do this dynamically. So with your exhale, you straighten your right leg. Try to keep your foot and your knee and your shin connected to the ground. It is okay if you raise your toes. Just try not to sway over to the left side. Keep your hips square. And coming back into a low lunge. Exhaling into a split or half split. And forward again. I do these a couple of times. You choose how fast or slow you want to go. Two more. Low lunge, split. Then we will meet in a low lunge again. Put your box to the side. And then push back into a downward dog. You can walk your dog a little bit. Shake your legs. And then your left foot will come forward between your hands. Organize your feet. Your left knee is in your armpit. Make contact with your armpit. And then your right leg, shin, and foot come up to the ground. Take your blocks again if you need them. And then come up into a low lunge. Pressing firmly into the ground. And then we will do the same on this side. So you exhale, come back into a half split, and forward into a low lunge. Back into a split. Try to keep your hips square. Just do these a couple of times. Feel your breath connected to the movement. Two more. And then we will meet in a low lunge again. Put your blocks to the side. And then press back into downward dog. Walking out the dog. Bend your knees. And then your right foot will step between your hands again. Place your left leg onto the ground. And now move your right foot a little towards the outside of the right side of your mat. So your toes are pointing outward, your knees here. And then if you want, you can place your hands in the middle of you onto two blocks. And then we will come into lizard. We'll do some more hip opening. Try to keep your neck relaxed, your shoulders. If you want, you can do some circles with your hip. Do it like this. hip. Change the direction if you want. And then slowly coming all the way back up again. Put your blocks away. And from here, push back into a downward dog. And your left foot will come between your hands. Organize everything, making contact with your armpit. And from here, take your blocks if you have them. If you want them, place them between you. Your left foot will walk out a little bit, so your toes are pointing to the left, your knee goes the same direction. And then place your forearms onto the block or mat. And we will come into a variation of lizard. And if you want, you can start doing some circles with your left hip. Really going deep. And you're fluid in it. Movement, change the direction. And then slowly coming back to the middle into stillness. All the way back up again. Put your blocks to one side. And then from here, push back into one more downward dog. Really wiggle out your legs. Put your knees onto the mat and push back into a child's pose. You are welcome to stay here in child's pose for a while. Or if you want to take Shavasana, please come onto your back and take your final resting pose. Or if you do not want to do any of these, then you made it through the element